Sri Lanka is in a financial mess. It's struggling to afford even basics like food and fuel. An explosion of public anger against those in power. The seafront in Colombo has become a symbol of resistance. I am Anbarasanethirajan and I'm here to understand who are these people and why are they here.
But today, all these people, they have come together, despite the difficulties, with one aim, that is to fix the broken system.
Nishan Nanayakara has been coming here for the past 24 days with his daughter Nicola.
As a parent, as a father, I'm really worried for her future. You know, we have dreams, we have plans for this youth. Unfortunately, I can't see a future she being in this country. The politicians are not really prepared or geared to handle this kind of a situation.
And for Nicola, there are hardly any options left.
We have so much potential here in this country, but right now we have been held back. As a young person, I would say maybe about 7 months ago I would have said, oh, I have a future here. But at this point, I don't see any future. Just because our country has gone to the lowest possible, and I honestly don't see how any of us students can work here.
From mobilizing people to campaigning on social media, these young people have been in the forefront of this movement. Prashant Kumar is a Tamil student from Jaffna University in northern Sri Lanka.
இதுக்கு முதல்ல இது மாதிரி எங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சதே எங்களோட இதுகளுக்கு இல்லை. இலங்கை வரலாற்றில் இந்த மாதிரி இருந்திருக்காங்கன்னு நாங்கள் நினைக்கிறோம். இதுக்கு முதல்ல எனக்கு தெரிய ஒரு சமூகமாக இருந்து ஒரு இலங்கை நாட்டுக்காக இப்படியான ஒரு போராடின இது வந்து எந்த வாழ்க்கையில் வந்து நான் பார்க்குறது முதல் தடவையாக இருக்குது. அதனால நாங்கள் இதுக்குள்ள தான் போர்டும் வச்சு பெரும்பாலும் எழுதுவோம். எங்களுக்குள்ள பதாகைகள்லாம் நாங்கள் இங்கே தயார் பண்ணுறது. இந்த இங்கேயும் இப்படி சிப் முடிச்சுட்டு அப்படியே படுத்துருக்கோம் குரல் எழுதி கொண்டு. இவ்வளோ பேர் தான் ஒரு 10 பேர் எங்களால் முடிஞ்சதை இதுக்குலேருந்து செய்கிறோம். ரொட்டேஷன் இதில் தான் செய்கிறோம்.
These former soldiers fought the country's civil war under the then President Mahinda Rajapaksa. But the ongoing economic crisis has turned them against the former commander-in-chief, who is now the Prime Minister. Having lost his leg in the war, Sarath Mahindasiri is back in a different battle for the nation.
ඇත්තටම අපිට කනගාටු රණවිරු හැටියට 30 වසර යුද්ධ නිමා කළා මේ රටේ මේ මහ ජනතාවට නිදහසේ සාමයෙන් ඉන්න අහිංසක මිනිස්සුන්ගේ බදු මුදල් හොරා කමින් හොරකම් කරපු මුදල් වලින් යැපෙමින් අහිංසක මිනිස්සු මේ වෙලට පීඩාවට ලක් කරද්දී රණවිරු හැටියට ඇත්තටම කනගාටු නිසා තමයි අද මේ මහ ජනතාව එක්ක එදා සටන වගේ මේ සටන ජයග්‍රහණය කරන්න අපි රණවිරුවට පාර්ත බැස්සේ.
The ongoing protest has not just inspired the grown-ups. 10-year-old Yevon Samarasinghe wanted a memorable birthday.
He's been here a few times. He's seen how everybody's giving out food and basically the atmosphere of sharing and caring. So he told me for his birthday this year, which is today, he turns 10 today. He did not want a birthday party. He wanted to use that money to distribute some cake for these people who are fighting for his country.
There are so many people around and it's like very different because there's no party. I just like to have it like that.
Old and young, men and women keep pouring in, exchanging the comfort of their homes to try and drive change.
New, young, educated people need to come out. But that is in the future. Right now, I think we have to make do with who we have, get the Rajapaksas out and get on a road to recovery.
Even as the crowd thins, the resolution remains. Despite disruptions to the day-to-day life, many like Samadhi Brahmana Nayaka have continued to come here every single night.
I'm protesting here whole night and almost now 25 days without sleeping because I need to do this. Otherwise, I will feel so guilty. This is my generation, my country, my nation. This is our last chance.
Dawn brings with it a new day, and protesters hope a new beginning.
I'm hoping our next parliament will be a young parliament, like with fresh ideas and fresh thoughts will bring my country a good future.
Do you still want President Gotabaya?
No, of course not. I never wanted him from like day one. I never wanted him. You know, they didn't care about the people. They only cared about themselves. They stole and looted. They built roads for their cars. They didn't care about hospitals, the education system, or the economy.
The first step that we need to focus on is having some political stability at the earliest opportunity. That's why they're protesting. They don't want anything else. They want the minimum requirements, the fuel, the petrol, the medicine, the gas. That's what they're fighting for, food. They're not fighting for anything else. They don't want riches.
It's still a big win that the Prime Minister has stepped down because it's sort of showing that the fortress is falling apart. Some of the MPs in Parliament are now going to have to consider whether they can still remain loyal to the Rajapaksas and if they have a future, or will they switch their allegiance.
Just to get 2 pieces of bread as a handout here in Colombo, and she asked me what difference you as a new Prime Minister could make to her life. What would you say?
Overcome it.
If you don't get the help from India, Japan or other countries that you haven't mentioned, then you're saying that there could be a hunger crisis by the summer.
There won't be a hunger crisis. Somehow we'll find food.
Somehow, but how? If you don't get enough
funds.
funds.
After I speak to them, there will be help coming from there. They won't allow people to starve.
எங்கட 2 போட் இருக்கு, 6 தொழிலாளி போவார். நாங்கள் தொழில் ஓடினா தான் அவங்களையும் பார்க்கல. என்னண்டு இங்கே வந்தால் எண்ணெய்க்கு பிரச்சனை. நாங்கள் எங்கே போனாலும் கேனில் தரையே மாட்டாங்க. நாங்கள் ஆட்டோ பிடிச்சி கொண்டு வந்தால் அல்லப்படியிலேருந்து ஆட்டோ பிடிச்சி கொண்டு 1000 கொடுக்காடி டீசல் அடிக்காட்டியும் கொடுக்க வேணும். அதை கொடுத்துட்டு நாங்கள் செலவழிச்சிட்டு தொழிலாளிக்கு கொடுக்கலுமா?
சந்தைப்படுத்துறதுன்னு நாங்கள் முதல் மீன் கொண்டு வந்தோம்னா கூலர் வந்து நிற்கும், ஐஸ் இருக்குது, அவங்கள அடிச்சு வாங்க நல்ல விலை கிடப்பாங்க. இப்போ மீனை கொண்டு வந்தால் ஐஸ் இல்லை, கூலரில் நாங்கள் காலமாக கொண்டு வந்து அதுவும் டைம் இருக்குது. 7 மணிக்கு முதல் வந்த மீன் தான் சந்தையில் விற்கலாம். பிந்தி வர மீன் 500 போன மீன் பிந்தி வந்த உடனே 200 300 போகும் கிலோ.
நண்டு வந்து சதை எடுத்து சதை எடுக்கிறாங்க. நண்டுலேருந்து சதை எடுத்து அதை ஐஸ் பண்ணி கொழும்பு வெளிநாட்டுக்கு அனுப்புகிறாங்க. அப்போ எங்களுக்கு நல்ல சம்பளம் கிடைக்கும். இப்போ கிடைக்கிறது இப்போ சரியான கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது எங்களுக்கு. ஏன்னாண்டா இந்த மண்ணெண்ணெய் பிரச்சனை இதால் ஐஸ் இல்லை, கேஸ் இல்லை. அப்போ அதனால நாங்கள் சரியாக கஷ்டப்படுறோம். இந்த கம்பெனி வேலை வைக்காத சரியாக கஷ்டப்பட்டு கொண்டு இருக்கிறோம்.